Welcome to There's No Place Like Home, the radio show coming to you on WRXB 1590 AM and Pinellas County Connection TV. This program provides information that can help you fulfill the dream of owning your very own home. We also share information about upcoming special events and programs to help you enjoy the good life in Pinellas County, as well as other items of interest. The sponsor of this program is the Housing Finance Authority of Pinellas County, which offers the First-Time Homebuyers Program, your key to home ownership. Helping people in Pinellas, Pasco, and Polk counties make their dreams of home ownership a reality. I'm Frank Bowman, alongside Jane Merlin, your host for today's show. Good morning, Jane.
Good morning, Frank. How are you today?
I'm doing very, very well. And, we've come into summer kind of slowly this year, which is much to my preference. And today's show is quite exciting, I think.
It is. It's probably one of our favorite shows because it's very near and dear to our hearts in community development and the Housing Finance Authority. It's the H.O.P.E Expo, the event of the year for those who are interested in buying a home. And coming up in a few minutes, we're going to be joined by two members of the organizing committee who are presenting homeownership opportunities for people everywhere, also known as the H.O.P.E Expo. Coming up will be Bill Drugash and Louis Embody, and they're going to provide us with all of the details that you need to know to experience the H.O.P.E Expo and have an awesome time at that event. And I know before we get into that, you've got a message from our sponsor.
I do, Jane. And a low-rate mortgage program from the Housing Finance Authority, or the HFA as we call them, could be the key to home ownership for many first-time home buyers. The program is for individuals in Pinellas, Pasco, and Polk counties who have never owned a home, have not owned a home in the last 3 years, or who are veterans. Now is a great time to buy with lower home prices and lower interest rates. The HFA offers a low rate on its 30-year fixed-rate mortgage, and if you need a little help with down payment and closing costs, they can help you with that too with the Home Key Second Mortgage Program. The down payment assistance is available in Pinellas, Pasco, and Polk counties. To get your key to home ownership, call 727-464-8210 or visit the website at pinellascounty.org/community/HFA. And to reach us for more information or comments about the show, call us at that same number, 727-464-8210, or email us at housingfinanceauthority@pinellascounty.org. Remember, you can also watch past shows by logging on to the website or catch us on YouTube. Jane?
Thank you, Frank. And I'd also like to take this opportunity to let folks know that the HFA and Community Development are enrolling members into the Homebuyer Information Program, or HIP. And that is a program that provides the latest news and information about home buying opportunities, affordable homes that are available for sale. Future home buyers who sign up will receive the latest information on affordable homes, down payment and closing cost assistance, home buyer counseling services, and more. So would encourage everybody to get in the know and get HIP. And you can call us at that same number Frank just gave you, 464-8210, or come see us at the H.O.P.E Expo. We're going to be there.
And that is a really good program. I understand there's like 700 people enrolled in that at this point.
You're a little behind, Frank. It's more like 1,400 now.
Been a while since I heard the statistics.
Yeah,
that's terrific.
It's exciting. And even more exciting, we heard from one of our HIP members recently who shared her experience in being a first-time home buyer. And as a matter of fact, the ABC Action News did a wonderful story on her, and it's posted on the HFA's website.
Well, that's excellent. Well, the HIP program and all of our HFA loan programs and down payment assistance programs is basically what today's show is all about. And this H.O.P.E Expo is really going to highlight all of those things and provides an excellent opportunity for anybody in the community who is in the market for a home or even is contemplating it and wants to get more details. This is a great, great thing. So we hope everybody's listening this morning and watching us on County Connection TV, and we'll make plans to attend this event.
Absolutely. So let's go ahead and get right into it. Joining us today, Bill Drugash. He's the branch manager and assistant vice president of SunTrust. And Louis Embody is a mortgage lending officer with BB&T Home Mortgage. Both have been involved with the Hope Expo for a number of years, and it's a pleasure to welcome you both to There's No Place Like Home.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you very much.
Great to have you here. Bill, let's start with you and give us, if you would, an overview of the Hope Expo and when is it coming up?
I'd be glad to do that, and thank you for having us. Hope Expo, HOPE stands for Home Ownership for People Everywhere, and it's coming up Saturday, June 2nd. It'll be at Raymond James Financial Center, and we have the information on our website, and we just encourage people to pre-register. We have room for 220 people in the English classroom and between 35 and 50 in the Spanish. What we want to encourage people to do, this is a one-stop shop on the day of the event. Not only can they get the education for certification for a first-time home buyer, but they can meet the lenders that are at SunTrust or BB&T and the other lenders that are going to be there, as well as title companies, everybody involved in the loan process to owning a home. You know, it's really nice because everybody can display their wares and help you along the process.
Is there a cost associated for attending the event?
The greatest thing, it's absolutely free.
A free event with all of that information.
Right, because the lenders and everybody involved with partnering with the local municipalities is making sure, you know, that the people that are coming in and buying a home for the first time, not just buying a house, that they understand the responsibility of owning a home and budgeting and everything and the importance of that.
Big decision, a lot of things to think about. And so, again, the expo is going to be Saturday, June 2nd. And what are the hours?
Registration, if there's still room, is 8:15 and it goes till 3:30. And what's nice is they have breaks, and during the breaks, whether it's in the morning or around lunchtime, they'll allow you to go into where the vendors are, you know, the lenders, and talk to them in between the breaks of the classroom.
Well, that's one. So essentially, people can come to this event. They can attend the training. Is what, a total of how many hours?
Approximately 6 hours.
Okay, so
6 to 8 hours, yeah.
So that's split between the morning and the afternoon, and then in between, your expo hall, so to speak, is filled with people from all facets of the home buying system.
That's correct, and we have people that are there that show up that are pre-registered that may already be in the process. They may have done an application. We also have people that are seeing if they can qualify. You know, so we have all different stages of a first-time home buyer, and the main thing is they know they can feel good about they're going to get an education needed to help them buy that home.
Well, this is like I said, a traditional program that's provided, but listeners need to understand that the training is not only very beneficial if you're wanting to buy a home, but it is essentially a requirement for a lot of the subsidized mortgage programs and down payment assistance programs. And the HFA's neighborhood stabilization program, the regulations actually require that people have this training before they are able to buy a home. Mm-hmm. So this is very, very important information. Now, if people come, do you recommend that if they're a couple that both folks attend?
Oh, absolutely. Like I said, it's free. Mm-hmm. So you can register. And we have couples and single people that come. And we have it on a Saturday to make it more convenient for people that are working. But, you know, if you can only send one person, you can still get the education and qualify and get the certificate. And we'll have refreshments during the day. And they'll be available for purchase and lunches and things like that. And people can still go out and have lunch, but we make it so affordable and convenient for a time standpoint that they can stay right there.
Well, among the exhibitors, we've talked a little bit about it, but who do you expect to be there, and what kind of information will they be providing, the sampling?
Well, you have mortgage lenders that could provide the different types of loan information that they would need and maybe give you an idea of the loan process. You would have title companies. There may be home inspectors that are a lot of times key not only for the home buyer but for the sellers, But for the home buyers, when you're going to buy a home, the worst thing you want is to have any expense a year after you buy a home. So, they look at the appliance, the plumbing, and everything like that. There will be information on insurance, energy conservation, energy efficient homes, from companies like Florida Progress and things like that. The types of loans, fixed loans from the mortgage lenders. Louis, do you have anything to add there,
Sure,
too?
there'll be nonprofit agencies there that can help them with budgeting. And there are several nonprofit agencies that are sponsors here. So they will get all of the information they need from A to Z on the process of purchasing a home, from pre-qualification all the way up through the closing.
And I know, too, that Progress Energy always gives a great overview for home buyers on what they need to understand about getting power turned on and all of that. But they take it further and provide information on energy conservation techniques that can use, and also some of the rebates that are available to homeowners that a lot of people may not be aware of.
Absolutely, the energy efficient homes and energy efficient rebates. In addition, there'll be information for them there regarding home inspections. There'll be information regarding budgeting, and it's just a great program to spend 6 to 8 hours of your day and get all of it's just a wealth of information provided.
And it's unbelievable that all of this is provided at no cost to the attendees. They get all this great information, find out about all the resources, and if that's not enough, Lou, I know that you and Bill both have been working on securing some fabulous door prizes. I mean, education and door prizes. What more could you want?
Right. We have each one of the sponsors is graciously donating prizes valued between $25 and $50 that are going to be given away with a raffle ticket, and the prizes are given throughout the day. And, of course, this year I'm happy to announce that BB&T will be donating the grand prize to be given away at the end of the day.
Awesome. And we know that the grand prize is always awesome. At least it has been in years past. And I know that this year is going to be equally as awesome. Yeah.
It'll be well worth waiting for.
And you do have to be present to win. Is that correct?
Absolutely.
That's
yes.
correct.
You're going to be given a ticket at registration, which goes into a jar, and each sponsor then will draw your ticket and present it in the class.
Very good.
That's excellent. Early on, when you were talking about the classes and people could register on the day, you made it. You indicated that if there are still spaces available, so you are at this point taking pre-registrations, are you not?
Very, very important to go to the website and pre-register. Go to www.hopeexpo.org.
And that site's up and available right now, I assume?
Yes, it is. We already have some registrations coming in.
Wow.
We also have a couple of phone numbers that prospective buyers can call. English, it's 464-8210. And then we have a Spanish line also.
Spanish line is 727-446-6222.
And that's an important point to make, too, is that the class is going to be provided both in English and there's a Spanish class as well.
Absolutely.
So that's great.
And it really is. One of the things I think we need to make sure people are aware of, this is essentially for adults. You're not going to have any arrangements or facilities for daycare?
Right. And we're sorry about that, but Raymond James being a large facility, there's not going to be any way we can provide for children. So we do apologize for that, but and it is important. You mentioned about the couples coming. Most of your down payment agencies require this class certificate, and they require it of both husband and wife, or anyone who's going to be on the mortgage or loan.
So any of the people that will be partnering up to purchase a home, they need to both
attend this class,
the certification.
And get the class certificate, yes.
You know, Lou, there's been a whole lot of changes in the mortgage industry over the years, and I wonder if you could give us some tips that people should be aware of, especially coming into the Hope Expo if they meet a lender. What are some of the things that they might want to discuss while they're there? Well,
they're going to learn a lot about this during the actual class, okay? But what I would say in this respect is that with any loan officer, they should be looking for or should expect one that's knowledgeable because, as you said, the market is changing every day. Okay, but they want someone that's knowledgeable, someone that's going to take them and walk them through each step of the process from pre-qualification all the way up through inspections, underwriting, processing, and into closing, in and through closing. Okay, so that they are with them and giving full disclosure.
And I know that one of the things we had talked earlier that you are finding that's still a little bit challenging for some borrowers is credit issues. And that's going to be an important component of the class, right?
Absolutely. Not only will this be addressed in class, there are many, many programs out there that give separate budgeting classes. A lot of the nonprofit agencies that are going to be there and that are sponsors will handle a lot of those classes. They'll get information regarding those and can attend those.
And important to mention, too, for somebody who's listening or tuning in today, that there are a number of organizations and some that are going to be at the Expo that can assist individuals and families who have credit issues at no cost to them.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Plus, even if they have no credit at all, okay, there are programs out there that will allow for alternative forms of credit. Such as proof of rent receipts, proof of car insurance payments, proof of utility payments. So, even if they don't have any credit, they can learn a lot just by attending this expo.
Awesome.
And I guess, Jane, you're talking about some of the not-for-profits that provide the homebuyers clubs.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And I guess our H.O.P.E program serves that purpose as well. It is for people who may be ready to purchase a home today, but it also works with households that would like to buy a home and need to cure some credit, need to pay off some bills, and all of this information and how to do this and to starting the process. That's going to be part of what's presented in the class and from the vendors that are in the expo hall.
Absolutely, absolutely. Plus, they'll be able to talk to each sponsor or vendor individually during the breaks.
And once again, I want to emphasize the fact that pretty much all participants in the process are going to be there. So folks will learn what they need to know about picking out a realtor, how to work with a realtor, what kind of house to look for. Do they go into I guess a pre-qualifying process that focuses people on houses in the correct price range?
Yes, they do, and that's important, for the uneducated first-time home buyer to learn, and that is, there's going to be information there regarding taxes. There's going to be information there regarding insurance and how that affects your mortgage payment. So they're going to get a lot of knowledge, a wealth of knowledge as far as the actual process that they have to go through from, actually, as you say, from credit cure all the way through picking out a home and closing.
Buying a home is the biggest thing a lot of people do. And, besides the lenders walking, with that first-time home buyer, it is important that a first-time home buyer partners with a realtor. Some people want to do it on their own with the internet and everything like that. But, when you think of how important a professional realtor can help that person in the first-time home buyer situation, and what different types of markets are available out there, that's the key to maybe saving them from some disappointment down the road, is having a professional realtor working on their side.
That's a really good point. And I think also the fact that the realtors really keep up with a lot of the financial programs that are available for folks that might need a little assistance in coming up with down payment, for example. Kind of the program that we have helps people with down payment assistance. And a realtor is going to have that kind of knowledge and can help direct the people on how to apply for those programs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's important to understand there will be a lot of professionals there that these individuals will be able to talk to on a one-on-one basis and get all of their questions answered.
I'd like to make a mention of our sponsors. Can you tell us who the sponsors are for the event?
Besides BB&T and SunTrust, we have some realtors, Bruce Taylor Realty, Century 21 Real Estate Champions, City of Clearwater, City of Largo, Everbank, Fifth Third, FEMBI Mortgage, First American Title, Progress Energy, Raymond James, of course, Regions, RE/MAX, U.S. Department of HUD, and Wells Fargo, and the Housing Authority of Pinellas County. And we have other in-kind sponsors, that go through, and we have other people that are endorsing it, and whether it's the real estate organization of Pinellas County. We have a lot of people that are involved because, some people, I've been in the banking for quite a while, are intimidated to walk into a bank and maybe talk to a loan officer. This is a better environment for a lot of people. They feel more at ease. They may talk to somebody, and I don't know about you, Louie, but I like doing business with people I like doing business with. And if you can, they may meet several lenders, several realtors, and it gives them an opportunity to make a choice of somebody they're comfortable with.
And you mentioned a number of the not-for-profit organizations that'll be there. A lot of the training being provided through one of the nonprofits?
Yes, absolutely. And I think we should mention that this entire expo is endorsed not only by the City of Clearwater, City of Largo, City of St. Petersburg, and the Housing Finance Authority of Pinellas County, U.S. Department of HUD, Pinellas County Community Development Community Service Foundation, Tampa Bay Community Development Corporation, Neighborhood Home Solutions, and the Pinellas Realtor Organization. Okay, and they are all involved in one way or another in helping us make this program a success.
And they will be at the expo, and folks can meet with them and talk to them and hear more about their programs and
absolutely
bring information home with them. I mentioned earlier about the resident who purchased her home through the first-time homebuyer program. She actually attended the H.O.P.E Expo, and that's how she got all of the information. She didn't purchase her home right away, which was fine because it gave her the information and the education to know what she needed to look for so that when the time was right for her, she was able to take the appropriate steps and move forward, and it turned out to have a very happy ending for her.
Right, and we do have many, many success stories. And being a mortgage loan officer myself, I have several, but we have many success stories of people that have attended this seminar, of people that we have met through this expo and have been able to go through the process and purchase their first home. and experience the American dream.
You both seem like you're very excited about the Expo and happy to be part of it.
It is, because it's a really great event for people to come to that. Somebody comes there and they can't leave empty-handed with all the information that's given to them. They have enough ammunition for the process to be able to get their certificate. And it's not the expectation that everybody that registers is going to go out and buy a house and close it in 2 months. It may be 6 months later, the next year. They may have credit issues, and it may take them a while to do that, but at least they have the information and tools instead of reading something of some newspaper ad or seeing a commercial maybe of somebody that's not really looking out for the home buyer, but maybe a for-profit type thing. And that's what's great about this focus. You can depend on the people that are here that are giving the right information to those clients and borrowers.
It's a great community service event. It's for anyone that's interested in experiencing, the American dream of home ownership. It's a program that's sponsored by so many individuals and organizations that's just it's a one-time-a-year event. Like I said, I've been involved with it for 7 years, and it's just a great time.
But the education that's provided is provided throughout the year. However, this is a one-time event where all the vendors are here in one spot. And I want to reemphasize that it is June 2nd, but we would like everybody to pre-register at the website by May 30th, if all possible. And again, that's www.hopeexpo.org. And, the more people pre-register, we can have everything prepared for them, and it makes for a better event.
Mm-hmm. And I'd just like to sort of summarize that. This event, obviously, it's been very successful. We have at least, our recollection, at least 15 years in a row. It's sponsored by and supported by all of the important organizations and entities in the home buying industry. And it's for folks who are ready to buy a house right now. But I think what I hear you saying is a lot of people who don't know if they're ready to buy a house or want to, they can come to this, get the information that they need to decide, is this something I would like to do? Is this something I'm ready to do now? And to connect with organizations that will help them prepare.
I would add one more item, Frank, and that is that it's also for people who don't think they can buy a house. For those people out there that have never even thought that they would be able to. And they can get the education telling them and showing them how they can purchase.
Mm-hmm.
And it may be something as simple as making a lifestyle change in how you do your budgeting that would get you to the point where you actually could buy that home.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
We are all out of time. It just flew by. It always does when we have wonderful events like this to talk about. I want to thank our guests, Bill Drugash with SunTrust, Louie Embody with BB&T. Thank you both so much for joining us today, and we wish you the best for another successful Hope Expo. And, of course, we will be there as well. We also thank Pinellas County Communications Department and, of course, our friends at WRXB 1590 AM. And please be sure to join us again next month. We're going to be talking about a very important subject. Frank, I know you and I pay close attention to the show that we do on hurricane preparedness. I'm Jane Merlin.
And I'm Frank Bowman.
Thanks so much for tuning in. And remember, there's no place like home.